that's very real. 5 years in prison or a license under fine. I'd pay the 5,000. I would donate plasma. I don't. There's no way I would lose 5 years of my fucking life.
Yeah, why is it those two polar opposites? Like, how much money would equate to 5 years where it like makes sense? I mean, 250,000. I feel like 5 years or $250,000. Fine. 5 years of your life. 5 years of your fucking life for $5 grand. $5 grand compared to 5 years of your life is nothing.
Not all crimes are committed by game consumers. Sometimes game developers can unknowingly help commit a crime. This was the case of the EA Brass Knuckle controversy. That's why he's so bad, dude. Because in 2009, EA released The Godfather.
I've always wanted brass knuckles. I always thought having brass knuckles would be badass. Aren't you? We argued about this the other day. Aren't you not allowed to own brass knuckles depending on the state? That would be so badass. Being able to slip them on, fucking. Yeah, you got two of them.
Two game. Remember that? There's some footage of it.
I think he's playing. I'm gonna need more muscle. Another soldier.
I agree. What'd you say during that game? As far as its promotion, companies were sent press kits that included a pair of golden brass.
They were giving those to players. Just like, hey, thanks for supporting The Godfather. Your little brass kid. Have fucking 5-pound brass knuckles.
Like, oh, this is real too. It could just be like plastic or something. It's like, no, they gotta be real. They knowingly sent out weapons to people who, in some cases, were not allowed to own them in their school.
My God, Houston Jones did a video where he let somebody punch him with brass knuckles.
See, pretty sure brass knuckles are legal in, like, I would say the majority of states.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's what we were talking about. Yeah, I can't own them here. With permit, legal. Wow, in Texas, you can just carry around brass knuckles. That's crazy. I mean, it's not that crazy considering you can walk around with a gun.
Yeah,
But like the states where it's illegal, I get it. Okay, the states where okay, and it would be confusing in Texas if you could have an open carry gun, but you couldn't have brass knuckles. And so if you have one, you have the other.
States that are considered an actual, like have a giant machete on here or something like that. Or I'm just, I can't come into your store with this?
Also, isn't mailing weapons illegal?
I think if you, because you can mail guns, but it has to go to.
No, I don't think so. I just got shipped to Tito's sword for like $85. We bought that. That came in, by the way. The Tito's sword, it's like this big. The blade is like this big. It's a sword. I didn't open it. I didn't unsheath it. I don't know if it's sharp. It's heavy. So I would assume it's metal. Can we see it? No, during the team.
Download on site now to get an extra 10% cash back on your first restaurant or grocery purchase. Guessing or unknown subscriptions?
Is it expensive? I'm afraid to find out. Is it like an armory? It's like sign and taking over and stuff. But yeah, I don't think you can just send like a gun through UPS. Did you get it?
Oh, yeah, not a gun. You can send knives, though, probably, right?
Realizing that this was a risky move, EA started contacting people and asking them to return them.
Those look really dangerous because those are pokey.
Knuckles so they could properly be disposed of. It's very Godfather episode too.
When they have the crosses on them, you're going to see Jesus after I punch you with these bad babies.
Could properly be disposed of. It's very Godfather episode too. That was always a plan. Hey, call me, I disguise it for you. And one of the most insane types of game crimes are those that escalate to IRL confrontations in real life. In-game currency and rare items can be so sought after that
Bad boys, same thing.
it causes people to do some pretty extreme things, like robbing a teenage boy of his RuneScape gold. Humja
He held him at gunpoint to make him give him gold in RuneScape. See, he stole fantasy points for video game RuneScape with gun for
boy of his RuneScape gold. Humja Bahwa, Hamza Bawa, a 19-year-old from Massachusetts, had arranged to purchase around 5 billion gold from a man named Jonathan Dokler in RuneScape in exchange for $3,300.
Bro was gonna fucking spend $3,000 for in-game currency. Is 5 billion gold a lot? Should I ask Susie if he's awake? Oh, it's 7 p.m. He's definitely awake. Should I call him? Yeah. Yo. Yo, sorry, I'm on stream. I just have a quick question about RuneScape. How much would you say in like U.S. dollars 5 billion gold is?
5 billion US dollars.
No, 5 billion gold in U.S. dollars.
That's gotta be like a couple $1,000.
Okay.
Why you gotta buy 5 billion?
No, I'm not gonna buy 5 billion gold in RuneScape. We're watching a video about a guy that tried to murder someone over. He was gonna spend $3,300 for 5 billion gold.
Yeah, it's like a couple $1,000.
But you don't think that's like a scam?
That's not like that. I would probably, if it's me paying for it and I'm rich and I have no, you know what I'm saying, I have no restrictions, I'm not spending more than like 2,000, you know?
Okay. Fair. Yeah, rifle murder. Anyways, thank you. I'll catch you, bro. Resident RuneScape expert.
Not bad. To make sure the transfer was done properly, Hamza insisted that they must meet face to face rather than send the money electronically. Jonathan sent his friend David to meet him and collect the money in the library at his school. David noticed that the money Hamza was pulling out looked fake, but Jonathan told him over the phone
So they knew each other in real life.
and collect the money in the library at his school. David noticed that the money Hamza was pulling out looked fake, but Jonathan told him over the phone to continue with it anyways. Hamza suddenly left and insisted that they needed to meet again the next night to finish the trade. The next day, David once again called him out for pulling out fake bills, but this time, Hamza was furious. He pulled out a gun and pointed it at David. It was an airsoft gun. But David believed it was 100% real, and then he told reporters, what's up, Massachusetts?
I couldn't believe I was about to get shot over RuneScape gold. I was so scared. I was so scared I was about to die.
That's every average Massachusetts Boston goer.
Oh, you go sucks. I told my buddy, I'm not getting shot over in electronic gold.
It's not the best impression, but David was told to call John.
I mean, dude, some airsoft guns look like real guns. If you have to like change the tip, like an airsoft pistol, like from a distance, this kind of looks like a real gun. Outside of Terran Tactical Innovations, like you could convince me this is a weapon or this. Oh no, this one's gold. This. No pistols. This looks like a real gun. If you're holding this from a distance, I'm assuming that's a real weapon. Like you're not going to test it. Why would?
Accepted. Terrified, David was forced to comply, leaving 4.7 billion RuneScape coins being sent to Hamza for free. Surveillance footage of the interaction led to his immediate arrest, and when he was charged with second-degree robbery and grand larceny, he faced up to 15 years in jail. Somehow, this isn't the first time an IRL RuneScape robbery took place, because in 2007, two teens robbed a young boy of his rare RuneScape items. A 13-year-old child from the Netherlands, who had been playing the game for a long time, slowly acquired an assortment of valuable RuneScape items. While biking home, the victim was approached by the two teens and was forced to go to one of their homes with them. After being forced into a bedroom, he was told to give up his RuneScape money and valuable items. And at one point, he was in a chokehold while being told he would be killed for not complying. What a Chad, dude.
I feel like you have the upper hand here. Like if somebody held you at gunpoint and they're like, "Give me your fucking RuneScape gold," I just go, "No." Like if are they gonna kill you over that? Like I'd be like, "Bro, you're gonna murder me over RuneScape gold." There's no way.
Killed for not
But then you also got to see the other side. Like this person might be crazy. For this person to even be attempting to hold me at gunpoint for RuneScape gold, I don't really want to find out.
complying. What a Chad, dude. He eventually gave them what they wanted and was thrown out of the house. After reporting the crime, the two teens were quickly arrested and charged with theft and assault. In the end, they were sentenced to 144 years of community service.
God. What? Like they have to like fucking clean the roads for the rest of their life?
Damn. You're gonna do community service until fucking dies. That's how they roll in the Netherlands. You're going to have to do this until you die. The media has often blamed video games for many of the crimes committed by young people. While this is often overblown, there are a few cases where video games have inspired violence.
What did that say? Trump blames video games movies for violence by youth, bro. Old people, bro. Old people, bro. Fortnite's like a recreation of 9/11. The reason all these school shootings are happening isn't because of they see it and then they think it's real life. They think they'll respawn. Somebody will grab their reboot card. They're crazy. No, it's not video games, bro. Because it'll be like this is the logic. This kid shot up a school. He plays Call of Duty. Must be Call of Duty. That's the reason he did it. Not he lived in a shitty household with shitty parents, had a lot of problems that they kind of ignored, never really got help with that. They leave their guns out in the open, or the kids knows the safe to the password, or he was just able to come buy a gun because it was, something that he, was just able to do, and then he go and go kill people.
Cases where video games have inspired violent crimes.
How do you feel about cutting his
The safe to the password to the safe. You know what I'm saying, Chad.
Games like GTA inspired one man to go on a wild joyride in Alabama. Zachary Burgess, a
Really?
20-year-old student of Auburn University, went on a chaotic crime spree. Zachary started his night by stealing someone's parked truck while they were still in it, forcing them to...
See, and now I think if that's the correlation, I don't think the video game, if you're going to play GTA and then go on a 24-hour crime spree, I don't think it's the video game that's causing that. That might be the trigger that causes you to do it in that moment. But if you're like that susceptible to that, I feel like you would have done something at some point in the future, right? If you're somebody that's that crazy, like you're probably gonna go and do shit. Which is like a common rebuttal to like gun control, where it's like, hey, if you get rid of the guns, these kids might go stab people. Well, then the common response to that is you're going to not be able to kill as many people stabbing them as you would with a fucking... pistol.
Passenger seat. The woman was held hostage as Zachary started driving erratically in the parking lot. During his joyride, he slammed into 9 vehicles. He eventually hopped out and fled the scene, but was eventually arrested and charged with kidnapping and 9 counts of hit and run. Allegedly, he told an officer that he was curious what it was like to play Grand Theft Auto for real. Are we stretching it a bit for the video? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that might have just been like a one-line thing he said to be funny.
And these game-related crimes can get intense. They usually are stopped by the authorities before it can get too out of hand. This isn't always the case, sadly. Let's see how gruesome things can really get, starting with a mom who shot her son for gaming too loud. Laughing because it is absurd. Okay? In Arizona, a 70
She was playing for the kid was playing for the TV, and the mom just fucking killed her kid.
two-year-old mother named Hazel Benson had become fed up with her 38-year-old son loudly playing.
I don't know if that. I think that might have been the fucking, what is it, the straw that broke the camel's back. 72-year-old mom, 38-year-old son still living with the mom. Probably had some disagreements in the past. The camel's back? Or I thought it was the horse.
Shut up, Baka.
You guys make fun of me every time I speak. It's unfair.
This is my wife to my son.
The fucking, what is it? The straw that broke the horse's back? The fucking, what's the saying? The straw that broke the camel's back? The fucking, the water? I don't know. What is it? The needle in the haystack? No, that's not the, no, bro. Oh my god. The straw that broke the camel's back. That's what it is. Fuck, dude. I feel like that was the thing that triggered it.
Dude, it got so bad that she called the police and asked them to come over to make him stop. After they started arguing about it, the son tried to go on a walk to cool off. Upon returning home, he found that Hazel was blocking him from entering the home. According to the documents, he charged toward her with, quote, his hands and fist at his waistline. Hazel felt threatened by this, so she pulled out her gun and shot him in the stomach. When police arrived, they found her son bleeding on the ground. Hazel admitted to shooting her son and dumping her firearm in a nearby canal. She was like Robert De Niro in The Irishman. She was charged with aggravated assault, disorderly conduct, and discharge of a firearm within city limits. Luckily, her son's injuries were not life-threatening. Most of that feels so. You feel threatened word. I don't think it's an excuse to pull up the gun. Yeah, but it was an excuse because she just like was never leaving. She wound up boom in his stomach. Also, ditching in the canal. That's another thing. I'll just throw it in the river. Also, bitch is probably senile. 72 years old. Old bird's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for sure. You know what I mean? She just hears her son playing like Ratchet and Clank in the other room. Yeah, exactly. She's just like looks at her own. If you're playing games online, it's normal to encounter some infuriating players. Some take the harassment so seriously, they make their life's mission to ruin their lives. In New Jersey, 20-year-old Edward Kane traveled to a man
Flies to Florida to attack another player of an online
another
game.
player's house to enact his revenge. Edward was playing an online MMORPG called R-Gage with a
Dude, am I crazy in saying that I feel like it's always MMORPGs? that kind of glanced over me too. Where like I was saying League and Rust, but these are the games that people like live in. Like they have a second, like MMORPGs are like a second life. So that's why I think they get so attached to
Another man his age. They had gotten into an online dispute that got pretty heated, and this prompted him to attempt hurting him in real life. He was somehow able to acquire his home address, which was all the way in Florida, and Edward told his mom he was seeing a friend before flying to Florida and taking an Uber to a local store to buy fucking
Oh my God, I've heard about this on TikTok.
hammer. He then arrives at the man's home at 2 a.m., which already happened to be unlocked. He waited for the man to leave his bedroom before Edward lunged forward and smacked him on the head with the hammer. They started wrestling with each other as the victim's stepfather came to help. While Edward was restrained, the police were called, arriving at the home, covered in blood, dude. The victim went to the hospital to receive staples in his head, while Edward was arrested by the police. He tried to explain himself to investigators by saying that the victim was he's a bad person online. That's the quote.
When the suspect was asked why he did what he did, the suspect stated that he is a bad person online.
Edward was charged with attempted second-degree murder and armed burglary. Unfortunately, IRL confrontation
Over the fucking MMO.
situations like this don't always end with a couple staples in the head. In one horrific case, a gamer swatted another player, leading to his death. Which swatting is like the cringiest thing to come out of the internet. Like probably one of the worst things. I hate swatting. How is the swatting thing? Not blaming the SWAT teams, but at this point in time, how is there not some kind of like
Safekeeping for where they're able to deny that.
protocol for people like abusing the system? 19-year-old Casey S. Viner was playing Call of Duty with a random player. They had gotten into a heated argument after Casey was team killed. He threatened to swat the man, who responded by giving him his home address and said, "Oh, please try some shit." So Casey told his friend Tyler to make the call, which he did. If this wasn't insane enough, the address wasn't even the man's current residence. The man used to live there,
Oh
but
my
it was
God. No, it was another guy and then he got murdered. Do you think the kid that gave the address will get in trouble?
Andrew Finch, who had nothing to do with the altercation altogether. The police thought that they were entering a hostile situation, being told that the man in the home had already put a bullet
They did the wrong Well, the guy that called that's probably going to go to jail for like 20 years.
in an innocent father's head and was now holding the rest of the family hostage. That's fun. Andrew noticed that a SWAT team was surrounding his house, and upon exiting the front door, an officer fired at him for not raising his arms in the air as directed. Andrew was taken to the hospital, but ultimately passed away. Investigators tracked down the people responsible, who admitted to the false report. Tyler had also admitted that he had done this on multiple occasions, with one instance involving a 15-month as well as a 2-year ban from video games after his sentence.
2-year ban from video games. How do they even monitor that? Like, as a part of his parole, he can't play video games? 20 years? Yeah, 20 years is the staple for that. That's usually there's like specific crimes, or there's specific things involved in making false police reports.
Video games after his sentence. 20 years seems. I just feel like that should be like a life in prison thing. Also,
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I suspect that's usually what they do for everybody in that situation.
you're admitting that you've done this multiple times, and it's resulted. If you kill someone in a way like in that reckless of a way, to me, it only makes sense if you're in prison forever. The person that falsely called the thing in that resulted in a death, to me, hang him. You know what? Hang him upside down and just have all the blood go to his head, and that's how he dies. Long time.
Oh, he put a little cut in his neck like the Japanese did. The hang upside down.
The SWAT team should be charged? No, I disagree because they're doing their job. They're going in They're going in thinking this is a real call. The guy might have been demoted, but they're handling it as a high stress situation, which is what people want. But it's becoming more and more that they find them and then those guys go to jail for like a long time.
Cut in your neck and they drain you of the blood. Have you seen Silence?
It always goes back to Japan with you, doesn't it? Everything we do. This boy needs some Japanese pussy bad, dude. Just like the Japanese did. Never heard of that? In Wisconsin, a 10-year-old child killed his mom over a VR headset. The child, Noah Man,
A 10-year-old kid, 11 years old, stand trial for murdering his mom.
Tate, had been dealing with mental health issues for some time, to the point where his mother started putting cameras up around the house in order to keep an eye on him. Sounds like the start of a horror movie, doesn't it? Yeah, he's been having some weird issues, so it's like her doing this found footage thing where she's like set up the camera, and he's just like standing in the corner. This was due to his various violent acts. By the time he attempted to fill a balloon with flammable liquid, it ended up starting a fire in their home.
Psychopath.
Okay, so instead of
Yeah, they need to take him to get fucking help.
cameras, hang him upside down, put the little things. Hey, pull the weed quick is what I gotta say. It's an infestation. Pull the weed. Pull it! He had been pushing his mom to buy him an Oculus headset online. Also, a 10-year-old dude's like, I want an Oculus. Like, what the you know what that is?
So it's like every kid on that one. What's the gorilla game where they just fucking crawl around? That shit ass game. Fucking gorilla tag. Yeah, that game is literally just 10-year-olds. Weird.
Like, nephew had an Oculus at 8.
Well, because I think kids just think VR headsets are like the future, and so they all want one.
You're gonna bring him into this.
It's like when I was like 8 or 9, and you remember hoverboards? Hoverboards were the big thing. It was futuristic. You always got to have the new tech. VR's not the future. Yeah, VR's not the future. 8-year-olds don't know that. 8-year-olds think VR's the future.
Something his mother repeatedly refused. This enraged the boy, leading him to do something drastic. I thought this said autistic. When his mother wasn't looking, Noah had taken the keys to the gun safe. He shot and killed his mother, unsure.
So how you doing, bro?
What's up, Bofa? Oh, shoot, my bad. I didn't know.
Shit, no! I was trying to fix my Streamlabs thing. Send me another one. I'm sorry.
Like, I'm gonna give you everything but the grammar. Nothing bad happens.
Why can I say dirty hole?
Yo, is this worth
I
it?
don't even want to serve. What am I doing?
To explain what happened, Noah told police that he was swirling the gun around and happened to shoot her. His aunt, however, was told by the boy himself that he was aiming the gun.
I'm gonna be going on to Whatnot to see how Pokemon so I can find $100. Let me bid $8. Let's go for 10. Okay, guys, we got our first ticket for 10.
He seemed to show little remorse with the boy buying a VR headset the next day using her credit card, and later he told her grandma, I'm sorry for killing mom, before asking about the status of his Amazon delivery.
Wait, what?
Seemed to show little remorse with the boy buying a VR headset the next day using her credit card.
So he killed his mom, didn't record it, and then just fucking ordered the goggles to use them.
And later he told her grandma, I'm sorry for killing mom, before asking about the status of his Amazon delivery. That is
Sorry for killing mom. Is my VR headset in yet? I feel like that kid's old enough to like know that's fucking crazy, right? Regardless of like whatever mental shit he's going through. I feel like that's like something like a 6-year-old would say. Like a 10-year-old going, sorry for killing mom. When's my VR headset coming in? I'd be like, bro, what? Like murder? Like murder? He went to jail? Yeah, what do you do in that scenario though, Chad? Like, what is the sentencing for that kid? Like, it's already complex. They already have, like, complex shit for people that are, like, teenagers that commit crimes like that when they're, like, 15, 17, you know? Like, if you're, like, killing somebody. But, like, when you're 10 years old, you kill your mom, what do they do?
gruesome, dude.
Even if you give him a life sentence, he's fucked. Because now he's never going to go into adulthood in regular society. You know what I mean? Like, we were talking about that the other day, where if you get sentenced, not even just for murder, for anything, like, if you're under 21, right, you haven't finished college, you haven't lived your life, even if you're, like, 18, like, a lot of gang members that get arrested are 18, 19, you get arrested, you're a teenager, you're in jail for 20 years, you come out, you don't know how to pay taxes, you don't know how to do rent, you don't know how insurance works, you've never been an adult. Like, yeah, you are legally 18, but, like, you've never lived a life. You got arrested, like, the first year out of high school, and now, like, you're fucked. Like, you're never going to be able to understand how to get a job, how to live life. You don't have experience. You're behind people because now you're 30, and you can't get a job because why would they hire a 30-year-old that's never held a job?
The child was charged as an adult facing up to 60 years in prison. When asked about the possibility of posting the $50,000 bond, he told the lawyer that he could try gathering coins from between the cushions of his couch. That's a sadistic, evil little motherfucker, isn't it? Maybe I could just dig for some coins. I'm a kid. Also, you should hand me your gun. He's currently locked up in a juvenile detention center. Hang on upside down. The jacket said, "Oh, you." And lastly, we'll end on the internet rivalry that turned into murder. 2008, after a long and bitter rivalry in Lineage 2, a massive popular MMO, members of two
See, I've never even heard of some of these games.
opposing Russian clans scheduled a fit.
I only know 25 letters in the alphabet. I don't know why. I don't know the letter Y.
Doesn't matter. I only know 25 letters in the alphabet, but I don't know the letter Y.
Why was the invisible man hitting himself? Because he couldn't see himself doing it.
Okay.
I know.
Yep.
Why was the invisible man hitting himself? Because he couldn't see himself. Look. Who's there?
Why is 6 afraid of 7?
Why?
Because 7, 8, 9.
Why is 6 afraid of 7?
Because 7, 8, 9.
I prefer peanuts. Not enough
Is there
cash.
sugar?
Nothing ever for peanut.
Girls farting in public. Ew, who loves that? Girls farting in private. Girls farting in public. He said, okay, I'm spawning you. Okay, bet. What is he gonna let us go? What is he gonna pick? It's gonna be me. What? He just called me a whale. That is not me, bro. He said, okay, I'm spawning you. Okay, bet. He said, yeah, go over to the end of the map and then come back, bro. Okay? Just like right there. Give me this. Give me this. Yes. 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 Give me this. Give me this. Yeah, you're not getting this back, buddy. You're not getting this back. Yeah, go over to the end of the map and then come back, bro. Okay? Just like right there. Give me this. Give me this. Yes. 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 Give me this. Give me this. Yeah, you're not getting this back, buddy. You're not getting this back.
friends stop being mean for real? What were you guys most puggies eating? Gang? Probably nothing. I'm gonna be honest with you. When is your next giveaway? We can do a giveaway at 50 likes, and we're also doing a giveaway at 50 members in my Discord server. The Discord server is in my channel description. You got an EF5 tornado warning. That's insane. Getting an EF5 tornado warning. I can never imagine that happening. For me, at least. The stream is the best. Ben, stop whining. You're an L. The stream is a W. Yo, W Stacy. Thanks, Stacy, for the comment.
Tiny ones, but I just don't. I don't want to keep using my laptop because I use this for like school and like my job interviews. Yeah, of course. You little piece. You've been so nice. Okay, 6'4" Julian. Snowfall.
I was drunk in the
Today we'll be looking at suspects who attempted cops and succeeded. Then we'll be checking out a
The sweetest boy in the world turned 4 years old today. This is how it went. Spend the next 3 hours fixing things until my parents arrive with the cake. Yeah, what do you think this is? A few minutes later, his cousins arrived. He requested a birthday breakfast of pancakes and eggs, and then down begins. We give our gift first, so there's not a lot. For this video, I'm trying to teach you it's better to give than receive, and that we always think of others first, so we actually started by giving because he got everyone first. As you can see, he had a great time. Then finished up opening all his smaller gifts here inside. Then I had to close his eyes and go outside and get his big surprise. He had no idea these things even existed. It was so fun to be able to give him a true surprise. The rest of the morning they played with all the toys. He blew out his candle. After a very short break, we headed over to Monster Jam, and we'll see you there in the next video. The sweetest boy in the world turned 4 years old today. This is how it went. So,
This is the attempt of the longest duet in YouTube history. Let's go! This is the attempt of the longest duet in YouTube history. Let's go! This is the attempt of the longest duet.
you have a chandelier in your room?
Oh, I actually have two.
What?
And a mannequin.
Okay, hold on. Let's focus on the mannequin real quick. Why do we have a mannequin in your room?
Because, hold up.
What's wrong with the mannequin's head?
Nothing. She's beautiful.
What do you mean nothing? It's what? What animal is that?
Pinata. Duh.
We need to do a CT scan.
Which one do you have?
Don't name that thing. Whatever that. Whatever that is.
What the hell? Which one do you have? Been put by like for a very long time, actually. There's so much snow outside. Really?
Oh, there's snow? Prove it. You have a window right there. Scoop some out with your hand. Go outside and grab the thing of snow real quick. Come back up here.
You gonna wait?
Oh, wait.
Be right back.
No way she goes and gets snow. How much snow you think she can bring back? I'm thinking 2 handfuls. 2 handfuls of big snow.
So cool.
That's awesome. Hey, now throw it up like LeBron. Throw it up like LeBron.
Just get the ball. I can.
How does Nick convince people to do the most random things?
Oh my god, I am the one who's waiting for a foot stuck in the chair.
You weren't lying. Your foot has been stuck in a chair for like hours, and you can't move it.
It's stuck in the chair. I'm not even kidding. My boyfriend's on his way right now. I was watching your live, and then I was like, I need to join and actually prove that my foot is stuck in this chair. It's fallen on the ground.
Dude, I'm so sorry, but that is hilarious.
Okay, Shane Dawson.
All right, why'd you say that? I don't even look like him.
Fable.
Okay, 4 eyes.
At least my eyes are not 5 feet apart. Set this off like that.
You think that hurt me?
Sid Dawson.
Okay, that was good. Hey, yeah, Christmas tree down. Dude, your background looks like a hypebeast store. Don't talk to me. Oh my god, bro. What do you mean? That's literally like a random spot, like a power box. No, it's not. It was in the kitchen. Yeah, come in. What? I'm not allowed to get played by Joe Dirt. Yo. That's what I'm Yo, chill, bro. Chill, please. Thank you, good sir. You know what? I actually love you. Damn, my sister's flaving you, dude. You have a chandelier in your room?
Oh, I actually have two.
Whoa, what?
And a mannequin.
Okay, hold on. Let's.
Guys, I heard something in my.
You have a chandelier in your room?
I just saw some girl. She had a flag of you in the back of her room. What the? I actually got flagged. And then I also got a mini Christmas tree in my room right now. Are you some streamer or something? Why do we have flags of streamers in the back of our rooms? That is
I just have a question.
What?
You kind of look like the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm actually from New York. Ow! I have a green one too. I just saw some girl. She had a flag of you in the back of her room. What the? I actually got flagged. And then I also got a mini Christmas tree in my room right now. I need some streamer or something. Why do we have flags of streamers?
Bro, it's been a while since we talked. I didn't know if you were recognize me because I wasn't wearing, the hat.
No, I recognize you because remember we did the diamond tester and we found out your chain was fake. Because remember we did the diamond tester and nothing happened. It was just completely fake diamond.
No, see, the diamond tester was faulty because I bought the diamond tester off of Temu. Remember?
Yeah, it came with the chain. Buy one, get the other one free.
Bro, it's been a while since we talked. I didn't know if you were recognize me because I wasn't wearing, the hat.
No, I recognize you because remember we did the diamond tester and we found out your chain was fake. Because remember we did the diamond tester and nothing. Completely fake diamond.
No, see, the diamond tester was faulty because I bought the diamond tester off of Temu. Remember?
Yeah, it came with the chain. Buy one, get the other one free.
Bro, it's been a while since we talked. I didn't know if you were recognize me because I wasn't wearing, the hat.
No, I recognize you because remember we did the diamond tester and we found out your chain was fake. Friday.
Nick Fleetwood. Like, I'm tired of people glazing the shit out of you. You piss me off, but
Did I do? What did I do? Friday.
Nick Fleetwood. Like, I'm tired of people glazing the shit out of you. You piss me off, but
Did I do? What did I do?
Nick! I add more! You said to add more. Hey, hold up, I got something for you. Oh, but you're gonna be mine again! Yeah, okay, alright, but you want. Oh, yeah, you told me to add more. Okay, I'll be fine with that.
You made me? Yeah, it's not me. I don't look like that. Here, watch. Look at that.
I find it funny. Do you remember me?
No, but I fear that I'm going to remember you. Are you balancing your TV on your head with the shovel?
With two Xboxes, Xbox One 360. The
And
Xbox
one of them's turned on.
and it's connected to the TV, which can you see yourself? Hold on, move the shovel. It's you.
You want to go to a Twins game with me? I'm not going to a baseball game with someone that has a deer on his wall.
It sings though. It sings.
You're no, make it sing. No, make it sing. Go back and make it sing.
You know what I do? It's it. $15 at a garage sale. Batteries. And I go,
You got the fish too. Bro, that is the funny. It's moving.
yeah, it moves too. You like to dance? You want to go dancing with me?
You gotta stop with these date ideas, okay? Your painting above your closet is also crooked. We gotta
You're
fix
really
it. We gotta fix that. We gotta fix that.
Just what?
Oh my, bro, it's like I feel like I'm hallucinating right now. Your head is way too small for that hat. You got like too big of a soda can. Put the hat back on, please.
Holly.
I finally found it. Do you remember me?
No, but I fear that I'm going to remember you. I'm on the color spectrum. I can't really see.
Yeah. You're on the colorblind spectrum? I'm colorblind too. Yes, I am. Red or green. Good or no good? Prove it. How do you want me to prove it? You want me to rip my eyeballs out, connect the optic nerve to my webcam?
I just want some type of proof. Like, is there a letter from the doctor or something?
I can call my grandma right now. And she'll
Call
tell
her.
you.
Okay. Does she have an iPhone or like a rotary phone?
She has an iPhone. Okay, yeah, watch her not pick up the phone.
Yeah, because you're not colorblind, bro.
I am. On everything I am. Where is she at? Let me check the Life 360.
She's at bingo.
She's a play bingo. She's a very nice woman. Grandma did send me the voicemail. Can she text back on the rotary? Thank you for that comment.
Think of me like this. You work this. I'm on the color spectrum.
Damn. You're on the colorblind spectrum?
Please.
I've been looking for you. Okay. I made you.
You made me?
It's Tamagotchi Life.
That's not me. I don't look like that. Here, watch. Let me take the heads off.
You're right. The hairline's off center. I don't know if I can do that.
Okay.
I've been looking for you. Okay. I made you.
You made me?
It's Tamagotchi Life.
That's not me. I don't look like that. Here, watch. Let me take the heads off.
You're right. The hairline's off center. I don't know if I can do that.
Okay.
I've been looking for you. Okay. I made you.
You like old cameras? I do, but why is
Don't talk
everything?
about the crooked pictures. Don't talk about the crooked pictures. Please don't.
It's like nothing in your room is even at all. It made it worse. Yeah, I don't want to be that guy, but that's not the only picture that's crooked.
You like old cameras?
I do, but why is
Don't talk
everything?
about the crooked pictures. Don't talk about the crooked pictures. Please don't.
It's like nothing in your room is even at all.
Can I cream pie you for $20? Dude, I gotta go get my car.
It says, "Give us a Joker laugh."
What kind of laugh? Is it like, are we talking like, you know, like a chuckle that goes into maniacal? Or are we talking like right after he says a quip?
Do the maniacal one.
All right, so I'm gonna do one that like builds into it being maniacal. This is like straight up what I did for the audition. This is wild. Okay.
That's crazy.
Yo, let's go. I'm so glad they picked up.
Bro, they're all loving it.
Oh, goodness me, good to see you, Bats. Pleasure of you to drop in.
Damn, that's awesome.
Appreciate it.
It says, "Give us a Joker laugh."
What kind of laugh? Is it like, I know your brother, me and your brother are good friends?
My brother's friends with his fool, so there's, I doubt you know.
Oh yeah, bring it.
Call him.
Of course he is. Okay. Ran out of data. Snapchat. Got an iPhone 17, ran out of data. Yeah, still over there. Why is he not answering? Because you don't know him. Yes, I do. I go fuck him. She just asked about you. I hope. Yes. Wait a minute. Did someone call you? Did he call you on Discord or something like that? Sure. That wasn't mine. He was being for real. You know my brother? How do you mean? Oh my gosh. I know your brother. Me and your brother are good friends. My brother's friends with his fool, so that's. It looks like my uncle from 30 years ago. I've got Jack Willow, Young Gravy, and Jeremy Allen White. You look like old Brady. It looks like my uncle from 30 years ago. I've got Jack Willow. Helen Keller said what's up. She doesn't know Keller. She can't hear too, isn't she? She is, but she can sense it. Damn. Maybe she can like feel my vibrations. That's what the sensing would be, dude. Yes, but how is she gonna like sense this? I'm proud to say that I'm proud of letting Helen Keller. How do you figure this out? Someone told me. Your painting above your closet is also crooked. Oh no, stop. You wanted to tell me that my mic wasn't working, and then it went dumb viral, and I was gonna send it. Everyone's laughing at me, talking about, you got you to turn your mic off. It's straight me from now on, bro. You're deaf. I can't hear you. Yeah. Maybe. Okay, which mic is better? Which mic is better? This one or here just commented and said, should I go back to my ex? Was she good? Hey, Sean, was he good? She, sorry. Wait for his response. What do you think? What are you up to? Magic. What? Magic. I don't even know what it is. Alright, never mind. Don't listen to the magician, dude. Don't go back to your ex. Some dude on here just commented and said, should I go back to my ex? Yo. So we got that guy with us too now. Is this one? Yes. Question. Why does your water look so dirty? Because it's got emergency. Hey, you gotta go to the emergency room if you keep drinking it. Starlight, that's all. Let's get. You getting content today? No, I talked to one dude about who made the telescope. Wait, that alien's guy. He told you too? Yes, I had a whole conversation with him. Oh, that's what he said. You know what we invented though? We invented the Bluetooth, the Wi-Fi, microscope, stethoscope, CD. He did not invent the telescope. That guy just bragged about he didn't even make, bro. You getting content today? Somebody did come to my apartment today and they undid my dryer and tipped it right side down. He was a maintenance guy. How do you load your dryer? He took it apart, face it down, took all the lint out. Do you just like not clean your lint trap? I do clean my lint trap, first of all. Okay, but some got stuck back there. Do you get your teeth cleaned by the dentist? Yeah. Do you not brush your teeth? I do. Okay, so it's a little extra. Okay. He's the dryer dentist. Okay. Somebody did come to my apartment today and they undid my dryer and tipped it right side down. You want to play a game? What? Can you play that piano back there? No, well, let's hear it. Oh, wait, what should I play? Play that some 2 Chainz. You know, it's like, yeah. Remember, I said I'm not good. Let's see if I just remember the only song I know from her. Like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse? What was that? That was Mario's. I do have this too. Play the Mario theme song while strumming a little bit on the guitar. Let's see how. I don't have 3 hands. Let's see. Let's see if you can make something happen. Can you play that piano back there? Wait, so you're a freestyler? Oh, big freestyler. Really? Give us talk to the floor with my dog on the leash. No, I don't want to play beach volleyball with you on the beach. Wait, so you're a freestyler? Sometimes I burp so hard I take that right to the toilet and flush it. Where you want to go to a Twins game with me? I'm going to a baseball game with someone that has a deer on his wall. It's 6 though. It's 6. You're. Did you just do a New Zealand money spread? Yeah, you want to say it again? Yeah, go ahead and do that New Zealand money spread real quick. Oh, that's an interesting song choice to do that with somebody. You know it. Okay. Did you just do a New Zealand money spread? Yeah, I got my hair. Same. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna take a lot of those with you, right? We're gonna act like a nice person, okay? We're not gonna laugh. Alright, let's try that again. I cut my hair too. Cut my hair. Oh, it's okay. I'm dyslexic. I'm just
take like a step up. Honestly, your brother now. Why would you keep her? Don't talk to my sister like that. Sorry. Outside, I need signals. Close the door. You don't have to take me. Oh, it's okay. I'm dyslexic. I don't even know what to say. Dyslexic. Talk to yourself in the third person. Talk to myself in the third person. Yeah, see if you can do this. Talk to yourself in the third person. Try ordering like a dinner entree if you're sitting down at like a restaurant. Like in third person. Talk as in third person while you're talking to yourself and having a conversation or food at a restaurant as the waitress. So I'm so much you're in third person. And just like make it like super simple. Don't try to like confuse everything. So I'm listening, and I'm also talking in third person, about yourself. I'm talking to you. But you doesn't realize that you're the waitress. All in third person.
How in what? Hold on. What?
Talk to yourself in third person. It looks like you're in like a old school hotel with the green.
I'm gonna take a seat now. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back.
Bro, hell yeah, dude, you get a standing ovation for that.
Dude, thank you. Dude, thanks so much. Let's go, baby. Dude, my tallest king right here, bro.
It looks like you're in like an old school hotel with the Well, yeah, I know someone. He's like a good friend, very good friend of mine. He has green walls too. They're like,
Yeah.
but he's got handprints all over them.
Oh, that's not hard.
I got a homie with handprints.
Oh, you're okay.
Shouts out to the
Like me and you don't.
Can you shout out my friend that's got hands?
What's his name?
Shout out Andrew.
Shout out Andrew. Shout out Andrew. But they go way back, though. You know, they go way back, you know?
Well, yeah, we call him Andrew. Well, yeah, I know someone. He's like a good friend.
You know that one?
Hell yeah, bro. I grew up listening to him.
Bro, exactly. People don't get it, though, you know?
Bro, people don't respect the harmony.
I got this one, too.
You have a small harmony?
It makes me
Oh,
go.
that's
a little
what I'm
loud,
talking about.
You know that one?
Hell yeah, bro. I grew up listening to him.
I deal with so many citizen reports every day. I swear.
What's going on, man? I appreciate the way you got your soda that speaks for itself.
Yeah, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. Mine's just Joe too.
Hell yeah. Dude's got a throne, though.
But yeah, he's in trouble. What's going on, man? I appreciate the way you.
What are you working as?
One of those people that help race car drivers fix their wheels.
Loki, that was great form.
Thank you. That was pretty fast.
That was really good. Someone needs to sign you.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, if you guys,
Someone
I'm
needs to
looking,
sign you
I'm
right
looking at
now.
you. Don't scroll. I know you're watching. Sign me. Anyways, I heard you're gonna get paid Gia back, so that'll be cool.
What? What are you working as?
I got you.
Name something and I'll tell you where it came from. Name a food. Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
Okay, chicken nuggets are from chicken.
I'll give you you a twin and not look the same.
Boys and girls can't like be identical twins.
That's a lie. 'Cause in 6th grade, I knew a pair of twins. Brother and sister, they looked identical. I'm not even kidding. I thought they were the same dude.
Oh.
Okay, fine. Step back. Let's see both of y'all's hands. Close your eyes and put up a number with the hands. Let's see if y'all are twins.
Wait, 2 hands?
Yeah, 2 hands and put up a number. Doesn't matter. Any number.
Okay, count.
What do you mean count? Just put a hand up.
Okay.
Open your eyes. Oh, y'all might be twins. Y'all may not look alike, but y'all definitely twins from hands. Y'all got the same hands. Shouts out twins, dude. Oh, I did it. Are we triplets?
We're triplets.
You look like you surf, though. I'll give you that.
I live in Kentucky, dog. I don't. No oceans around here.
You could surf in a lake. I know someone that used to. Or that's wakeboarding, but same distance, right?
Basically the same thing.
I kind of like Kentucky, though. It's the only state that starts with a K.
Kansas?
They must have just changed that because I wasn't aware of that.
That was in the new patch notes this week. Last week.
What's your go-to pickup line? Let's hear it.
Pickup. I'm 6'5". I don't pick up line. I just gotta walk in.
That's the most aura I've ever heard, bro. Damn.
Honestly, I don't like people. I mostly go to the bar, dap up the dude that's at the door because it's the same bar I always go to, and then just like don't do karaoke. I watch the other people do it and I clap.
Well, you 6'5"?
Yeah, I mean, I can. You always see me standing.
You just hit the top of the screen.
What's your go-to pickup line? Let's hear it.
Star Wars. So how have you been?
Yeah, I got new teeth. I've been great.
New teeth.
Yeah. What do you mean? Tell?
Yeah.
I'm looking at it.
Wait. Give us a little smile. Oh yeah. So how have you been?
I'll give you a twin and not look the same.
Boys and girls can't like
The milk. We replaced the milk. Please, step on any more milk. Please stop. Stop. No. 3. No, 6. No. Okay. No. Oh, bankruptcy. They're robbing me blind. You bastards. Oh, the milk's. He bought it all. I hate you. The milk. We replaced the milk.
You know what that's from?
Sleeping Beauty.
You're my Sleeping Beauty.
Okay.
You know what that's from?
Sleeping Beauty.
You're my Sleeping Beauty.
Okay.
You know what that's from?
Sleeping Beauty.
You're my Sleeping Beauty.
Okay.
You know what that's from?
Sleeping Beauty. How on earth is that all taped to your head?
It's not taped, it's balancing.
How? Did you not have someone help you?
Nah, I did this by myself.
You're telling me you balanced a bowling pin on a shoe with a mannequin head wearing a hat?
That has a lighter on it, and then the JBL speaker.
Play music from the JBL speaker right now.
Hold up, I gotta turn it on.
Play anything you want. Play Fetty Wap.
I got you, bro.
Ain't no way, bro. How on earth is that all taped? Those chains don't survive. Did you know Mars is the sixth closest planet? So what? It is our next door neighbors. No, it's not.
give him some chicken and rice. He doesn't have enough food. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
We're having a conversation. They can figure it out. Fell in the sink.
Fell in the garbage. That's sick. I'm stuck. Oh man.
Why do you have a hole in the middle of your door?
My sister kicked it in.
She kicked it in perfectly?
No, it's like in sections.
Or you could put a 28-inch TV in the middle of that hole right there. You could be the first person with a TV door. Or door TV.
That would be fine.
It would be mad fine. Did she also kick out your top drawer in the right?
Dude, your sister's a menace, bro. She's abusive. Oh, just kicking everything. Yo, bro, chill, bro.
You know, for twins, I think you guys share the same IQ.
That was good. You know, you're actually smart.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah. Yep. 1.9 GPA. Huh? Yeah.
Combined.
You got me there.
All right.
You know something else?
What, that your father hasn't been drinking his water and it's been 5 minutes?
You're right.
If a dog and a pie cost had a race, who would win?
I talked to you like a week and a half ago, and you told me, and you were talking about how I had so much money in my room, right? You're like, all that money in your room, whatever. I had blood, and now everything in my room is completely destroyed.
Your